Florian Wirtz is the best number 10 in world football. He went undefeated last season with Bayer Leverkusen and is now linked with some of the biggest clubs in world football. But the question is, will he ever win a Ballon d'Or in his career? Well, today we are going to find out as I take over Florian Wirtz's career and try to make him the first German since 1996 to win the Ballon d'Or and become the world's best player. And here we are in the 25-26 season as Florian Wirtz is an 89 overall at just 22 years old. But of course, in real life, he's about to join Liverpool, but it's not confirmed yet. But we're gonna do the exact same here as we're gonna transfer list Florian Wirtz and hope we get Liverpool. But I can't lie, if the likes of Bayern Munich, City, or even FC Barcelona come calling, I might accept that offer for Florian. And the first offer we have received is actually from Man United. Florian Wirtz is not going to that bum-ass place. And two more offers have come in and they're interesting. We have gotten PSG and we have gotten Arsenal. I'm definitely rejecting that Arsenal offer, but the PSG one is extremely interesting. But I think I'm gonna reject it in favor of one of the clubs that he's linked to in real life. And the prophecy has been fulfilled. Liverpool have come in for Florian Wirtz. We're accepting that offer and we're going to Anfield. And here we go. Florian Wirtz is joining Liverpool. He's arrived here at Anfield. He's definitely going to be one of the best players, if not the best player in this team. And I'm sure one day, if he stays here long enough, he'll be able to win the Ballon d'Or with Liverpool. However, it's not going to be that simple. Because Florian Wirtz is a midfielder, yes, we are keeping him at a cam position. And FC25 midfielders don't typically win the Ballon d'Or. So in order for Florian Wirtz to be eligible to win the Ballon d'Or, he has to do three things before he can be considered for the trophy. And of course, Florian Wirtz is going straight into the lineup in the cam position. But like I mentioned before, one of the three things Florian Wirtz has to go ahead and do is win the league title in the hardest league in the world, which is the Premier League. And if Florian Wirtz succeeds in winning Liverpool another Premier League title, his reward will be we get to add another German player to this Liverpool side or whatever club he's at. Because I think in order for a midfielder to win the Ballon d'Or, he has to go ahead and eventually win the World Cup. And having a German alongside him could go ahead and build the chemistry even stronger. And every time he feels a challenge, whenever we do end up at the World Cup, one player from the final 26-man squad will have to go ahead and go to 1 overall. So let's say if it takes him 3 seasons to win the Premier League here at Liverpool or any other Premier League club, 2 players in the final 26-man squad will be a 1 overall squad and he has to somehow carry them to the World Cup trophy. But it's time to find out, can Florian Wirtz cut it in the Premier League as he's making his Premier League debut against Burnley? This should be a simple game, but we've seen players from the Bundesliga come to the Premier League and flop. Now to Alexis McAllister, gives it to Florian Wirtz. First touches as a Liverpool player. Can he go ahead and create an opportunity already? Gets rid of the defender, sends a through ball. Jota is 1v1 for Fleur's first assist, and yes, he does. That is the best number 10 in the world at work already. Gets his first assist in the first attack of this game. And now it's Mohamed Salah, gives it to Florian Wirtz. They just scored a goal. Can they actually get another? Florian is still looking for an attacker here. He sends it into Mo Salah, who gives it back to Florian. Florian with a finesse shot. Can it go in? No, Hiladeki makes a great save. And we are now in the second half. Burnley have been defending very well. We need Wirtz to be more dangerous. And here he comes on the ball, through ball into Diego Jota. Can he get his second assist? Here's Jota with a shot, and it goes in. That's the first we need. We need him to dominate in these type of games if he wants to win the Premier League and the World Cup and the Ballon d'Or one day. And here comes Mohamed Salah on the ball, attacking for Liverpool. And now it's Diego Jota back into Florian Wirtz. Can we get a third goal here? It's a through ball all the way to Diego Jota. Can he get there? Yes, he does. Jota for the hat-trick. Florian Wirtz has given Diego Jota a hat-trick of assists for Florian Wirtz. There's still one thing left. We need him to get his first goal at Anfield. And now it's Florian Wirtz looking for his first goal. He already got a hat-trick of assists. We're going to try and force his goal here. Jota through ball into Florian Wirtz. He's through on goal. He's not offside. 1v1 against the Burnley keeper, and he slots it in. There we go. A perfect debut for Florian Wirtz. He is not going to be a Bundesliga flop. Of course, it's only Burnley, but he'll be facing against tougher opponents throughout the season. And the ref blows the whistle. Jota picks up a match ball, but Wirtz deserves the man of the match, so he better not get robbed. And there we go. Florian Wirtz gets his deserved man of the match on his Prem debut. But up next, it's time to find out if Wirtz can do it against the biggest clubs in the Premier League as we face Man City. And the game has kicked off. Here come Man City. It's Erling Haaland on the ball. 1v1 against Alisson, and it goes in. The team that Florian Wirtz is also linked to real life and we could have joined have taken the lead. This is not good. Wirtz needs to beat teams like City to win the Premier League. And now it's Florian Wirtz on the ball, gives it to Gravenberg. Gravenberg gives it to Mohamed Salah, and here comes Salah. We need an equalizer and we need it now. It's Florian Wirtz on the ball, looking to create an opportunity. Can Diego Jota make a run? Yes, he does, but he loses it instantly, man. Now it's Jeremy Frimpong on the ball, gives it to Diego Jota. Jota into Florian, and now it's Florian Wirtz. Can we get a goal? We need it desperately. We are the defending Premier League champions. We cannot be down. Salah gives it to into Florian, cuts inside, has a shot, and it bounces off Diaz's foot. And here comes Man City once again. Come on, Jeremy Frimpong, you need to catch up. Haaland with a shot, Konate makes a block, and it's going to be a penalty right before halftime. He might go 2-0 down right before the half. And Erling Haaland is taking the penalty. He goes to the left. What is this camera thing? I think it's one of my mods. I need to get rid of it. I low-key don't like it. But City make it 2-0, man. Come on, we need a remontada in the second half. And now it's Gravenberch to kickstart this attack. We need a goal. We need it now. It's Jeremy Frimpong on the ball. Florian Wirtz, can you open up? And now it's Florian. Gives it back into Jota. Back into Wirtz. Back into Jeremy Frimpong. This has to be a goal. This has to end up in a goal. We need it desperately. Frimpong cuts back. Gives it to Florian. Florian Wirtz is still on the ball. Can he find anybody open? He gives it all the way to McAllister with a shot. And it goes in. Wirtz gets the assist. It's 2-1. 2 more goals and we can win this game. But here come Man City looking to spoil the dreams. Van Dijk wins the ball back though. Let's go. His counter. Wirtz lays it off into Mohamed Salah. Salah gets all the way to Jota with a brilliant through ball into Wirtz. This is beautiful football. You'd expect Wirtz to give them that pass with a shot and it goes in. 2-2. Wirtz gets another goal. The comeback is almost completed. 1 goal needed, but can we do it? And now it's Cody Gakpo gives it into Jota. Jota into Florian. And it's Florian Wirtz with a through ball. Gives it to Diego. Diego back into Florian. Can we get another goal here? Florian Wirtz from outside the box. Ederson makes a great save though. And we got Wirtz to cross in this corner here. Can we get the finishing goal? Gravenberch with a bicycle kick and it goes to Ederson's hands. 85th minute. There's 1 attack surely left to go. Florian Wirtz picks up the ball. Can we create a chance here? We need a winner. Florian Wirtz through ball. Jota 1v1. Can he finish? And yes, he does. 3-2. This tie in this game is over. Wirtz gets every single goal contribution again in another game. Beating the likes of Man City is incredible. Surely, if they could beat the rest of the big sides, they'll win the Premier League title. The Red blows away, so it's another victory, another great performance from Florian. And we have now arrived in April, and we're currently sitting at the top of the table. 3 points ahead of Newcastle, but they do have 1 game in hand. And as you can see, Arsenal are still 9 points behind us, so at any moment, they can turn things around. But here we have the opportunity to end their title dreams and just to keep it between us and Newcastle. Like I mentioned before, we need to be beating the best teams in the Premier League if we want to win the title. Let's beat Arsenal and get them out of the title race. So that leaves us with Newcastle United. And already, here come Arsenal. It's Bukayo Saka on the first attack of the game with a shot from outside the box. Alisson makes a great save. But here come Arsenal. It's Bukayo Saka. Gives it into Miguel Merino. Great tackle from McAllister. Let's get the ball out of there. Oh, it's a free kick. Odegaard will put this in if given the opportunity. Or Declan Rice. I forgot he scores free kicks now. Odegaard doesn't shoot it. And it's Declan Rice with a shot and it goes wide. We get lucky. And now it's Mohamed Salah on the ball. Gives it to Florian Wirtz. And here comes Florian. Looking to create the first opportunity here for Liverpool. Can we go ahead and get a goal here? Into Diego Jota. Jota still on the ball. Is anybody help him? Yes, it's Florian Wirtz to help him. It's still Florian. Through ball into Diego Jota. Takes a touch, has a shot. A brilliant pass. And an even better finish. We take a 1-0 lead. We're knocking Arsenal out of their title dreams. And now it's Konate gives it to Mohamed Salah. And here comes Salah on the ball. Gives it to Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz gives it into Mohamed Salah. Salah into Diego Jota. Jota through ball into Florian Wirtz to make it 2-0 in the first half. It goes wide. I thought he was putting that one away. And here comes Mohamed Salah. Cuts inside. Gives it to Florian Wirtz. Can we get a second goal to try and secure this win? Jota gives it back into Wirtz. Wirtz gets rid of the defender with a shot that's blocked by Upamecano. We need another goal, man. Mohamed Salah on the ball once again. Gives it to Wirtz. And here comes Florian Wirtz with a through ball all the way to Mo Salah. 1v1 against the Arsenal keeper. And it goes in. Wirtz gets his second assist. 2-0. Surely 1 more goal and this tie is over, this game is over, and Arsenal are out of the title race. And the referee blows the whistle, this game is over, Arsenal are out of the title race. Now we have to focus on winning the rest of the games and make sure Newcastle don't overtake us. And we are now on the final day of the season and things could not be any closer. We are leading the Premier League table just by 2 points. And on the final game of the season, we will be facing them. And I did not want to face them because it seems like they've built a super team. And my doubts were correct. Look at this team. Rodrigo, Barcola, Bastoni, Marquinhos, Grimaldo, and Donnarumma are all new signings. If we want Wirtz to win the Premier League title and take his next step to becoming the world's best player, we need to beat Newcastle tonight. And here comes Alexis McAllister, gives it to Diego Jota. Jota with a through ball into Florian Wirtz. Can we take a 1-0 lead already? Wirtz with a shot, and 5 minutes in, we take the lead. This could be the Premier League winning goal. Wirtz makes it 1-0. But here come Newcastle. They're not ready to give up just yet. All they need is a victory for a Prem title. There goes Anthony Gordon. Super easy. The defense lets him get past. It's 1-1, 8 minutes in. And I was not commentating, but Alexander Isak makes it 2-1. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did not commentate. We're 2-1 down to Newcastle. I'm really surprised they scored that. I thought I was going to win the ball there. But we need to lock in. It's not even the second half and we're already 2-1 down. Florian Wirtz on the ball. Who's going to help him out? Nobody's there to help him. He takes a fat touch, has a shot. Donnarumma makes a great save. But here comes Rodrigo, goes on the attack. Please, does not concede another. Gordon with the header. Alisson barely saves it, man. And now it's Jeremy Frimpong on the attack here. 33rd minute. Let's get a goal here. Florian Wirtz holds it back, sends a through ball all the way to Jeremy Frimpong. He sits down the defender. Jeremy Frimpong make it 2-2. It's still Frimpong. Who's gonna help him? Frimpong into Jota with a shot, and it goes in. An attack started by Wirtz. We have equalized the game. As things stands, we're Premier League champions, but we want to win the game still. We are now in the second half. Come on, let's get a goal. Let's take the Konate back into Florian Wirtz. Diego Jota make a run. Is he gonna make the run? No, he doesn't. Nobody's moving up. Where are the wingers? Florian Wirtz is still on the ball. He's gonna hold it till somebody runs. It's a through ball. Jota 1v1. That is brilliant. Brilliant playmaking for Wirtz. Nobody makes a run, so he holds the ball, doesn't lose it. Jota makes a run. It's 3-2. We take the lead once again. But here come Newcastle United on the attack. Frimpong steps up way too highly. Alexander Isak is 1v1 against Alisson, and it goes in. What a goal. 3-3. This game is not over. We're still Premier League champions, but they have the momentum now. Once again, we're chasing the game. We didn't even have a lead for more than 5 minutes. Wirtz gives it to Robertson. Robertson through ball. Gakpo feeds Florian Wirtz. Can we make it 4-4 here? Florian cuts inside. It's still Florian. Please find a goal here. Florian through ball into McAllister, and it goes in. It's been 5 minutes, and there's been 3 goals. This is an unbelievable final day to the season. We're Premier League champions as it stands. I want a winner though. And if you guys have enjoyed this video so far, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to get it 300k as soon as possible. The referee blows the whistle. Alexander Isak may have gotten a hat-trick, but we're winning the Prem title. And Virgil van Dijk lifts the Premier League title. We've successfully defended the Premier League title for Liverpool, which means we get to bring in a German footballer to help him improve to get ready for the World Cup eventually. And as Florian Wirtz wins the Premier League title, Odegaard is the player of the season, as Wirtz is not in the team of the season. That is not good. We need to make sure he gets there next season. And Florian Wirtz has an amazing season. 15 goals and 26 assists, the most in the entire squad and probably the entire world. I'm sure he will have no problem winning the World Cup in a couple years' time. And now it's time to find out what German we are going to sign before we go into the new season. This is the current Germany side, but just remember, the World Cup isn't for another 4 years, I believe so. We're skipping the 2026 World Cup because we want Wirtz to build up this team to win it in the first time of asking. But if we take a look at this side, it's pretty strong, filled with a couple young players like Jonathan Burkhardt, Musiala, who's gonna play on the right cam side, and Angelo Stiller, who has decent potential. But as you can see, that the weak spots in this current German side is the wingers and Leroy Sané and David Raum, and even look at these bench. It's not impressive. I'm gonna go ahead and look for a winger that we can grow at Liverpool alongside Florian Wirtz. And we're kicking off season number 2, signing the player we want to grow alongside Wirtz, and that is Karim the Dream Adeyemi. There was no chance I wasn't signing this man who has bag loads of potential. I think here at Liverpool, he can become one of the best players in the world to help Florian Wirtz eventually win the World Cup. So Karim Adeyemi joins the side as Florian Wirtz is now at a 92 overall. As his next goal is very simple. Win the Champions League with Liverpool because they haven't won it since 2019. And if we do that this season, we'll get another German. But if not, somebody in that future World Cup squad will be a 1 overall. And in terms of the group stage, of course, we got out in 4th place though. Atletico Dortmund and Newcastle did better than us, so we have to be careful if we face them. But in the round of 16, we will be facing Napoli, who just won the Serie A title in real life. But let's see how the first leg goes. We always sim the first leg and play the second leg if need be. Please do not destroy us. Let's get a victory. It's a 4-1 victory. We have destroyed Napoli. But now in the second leg, it's gonna be a cakewalk. We're already 4-1 up. Let's just simulate this game. There's no point in playing. And it's another 4-1 victory. We destroyed Napoli. Who's next in the quarters? And in the quarterfinals, we're facing Athletic Bilbao. It seems like an easy game, but you just never know with them. Let's get off to a great start in this first leg. And it's a 3-0 victory. We're actually destroying every team we're coming up against. And for the second leg, 3-0 up is way too much. I'm hoping we get a hard opponent because I do want to play before the final. If we get to the final, of course. Let's go ahead and go to the semis. It's a 4-1 victory. This team is just way too good. And in the semifinals, we have this incredible Newcastle side that we had a classic in the final day of the season last year. Let's get off to a great start. Can we beat them in simulation? And it's a 3-3 draw. Oh no, boys, we're in for another long game in the second leg. But it's now time for the second leg, 3-3. Let's hope we can have another entertaining game. Here comes Newcastle United. Alexander Isak on the ball, please. It's not conceded already. Joe Wellington makes it 4-3 in aggregate. It's only been 8 minutes and already Newcastle take the lead. Ryan Gravenberch sends a through ball into Karim Adeyemi. We need to get a goal back and we need to get it now. It's a through ball into Florian Wirtz. Wirtz lays it up into Diego Jota with a finesse and it's a save by Donnarumma. And now it's a through ball from Rodrigo to Alexander Isak. Mamadashvili makes a brilliant save there. But here comes Newcastle. Rodrigo on the ball with a shot. Again, Mamadashvili has to make a save. And now it's Rodrigo on the ball. Gives it to Sandro Tonali with a shot. Mamadashvili is keeping us in this tie. And now it's Milos Kerkez on the ball. It's been on Newcastle in this first 35 minutes. We need to change that now. Gravenberch gives it to Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz gives it to Karim the Dream Adeyemi. Karim the Dream gives it back into Florian. Florian Wirtz with a through ball into Karim Adeyemi. Can we make it 1-1 here? It's still Karim Adeyemi with a fat touch. What are you doing, Adeyemi? Florian Wirtz picks up the ball now. In these first 40 minutes, it's been on Newcastle. But Wirtz has a through ball into Diego Jota, who cuts inside with the finesse. Donnarumma again denying us of a goal, man. We can't get past them. Last opportunity before second half. Wirtz with a cross in to Gravenberch and it goes in. We have equalized right before halftime. A bicycle kick, an assist for Florian Wirtz. This tie is not over. But Newcastle have a free kick now. Rodrigo with a shot from there. Oh my days, it hits the crossbar. We get lucky. But here come Newcastle United. It's Rodrigo and Alexander Isak. A 2v3. Van Dijk gets beaten. Alexander Isak cuts inside. 5-4. We go down once again. Newcastle are just way too good. We might get knocked out in the semi-finals. We're down by 1 goal. It's Mohamed Salah. Gives it to Gravenberch. We need to create something. Alexis Mac Allister on the ball. Gives it to Florian Wirtz. Where's Diego Jota? Where's Mo Salah? It's Florian Wirtz. Cuts inside. It's still Florian. Who's going to help him? It's a through ball into Alexis Mac Allister. Mac Allister's looking for a shot, but this defense is just so solid, man. And now it's Ryan Gravenberch. Gives it into Alexis Mac Allister. Mac Allister gives it to Jota. It's Diego Jota on the ball now. Lays it off into Florian Wirtz. Wirtz on the ball. We need an equalizer. Only 10 minutes left to go. Through ball. Jota with the left-footed finesse. It goes in. We might be going to extra time or we might win this game. But we have equalized. We're safe for now. And after that equalizer, nothing much happened. We're going to penalties. Newcastle have a lot of world-class penalty takers. And to take the first penalty kick, it is Alexis Mac Allister. Donnarumma is an incredible penalty saver. Top corner, though. It doesn't matter. 1-0. Rodrigo goes. Where is he going to go? He goes to the right, and it's 1-1. This is going to be a tough pen shootout. Mohamed Salah. I know you don't usually turn up when it matters, but I need you to turn up today. Bottom left. Oh my days, it barely went in, Salah. You almost costed us the UCL final. Alexander Isak goes to the right-hand side and he slots it in. He's not missing. And now Karim the Dream Adeyemi. You better not let us down. We need you to be locked in. Bottom left, hits the post, barely goes in. That was dangerous. Fabian Schär. This guy doesn't miss penalties, doesn't he? No, he does not. It's 3-3. Come on. We need to make sure we don't miss. Diego Jota to take the next penalty. Where he's going to go? He goes to the top right. Donnarumma goes the right way but doesn't save it. We get lucky. And now it's Bradley Barcola versus Mamadashvili. Goes to the right. Mamadashvili misses it. And now Florian Wirtz has to convert his penalty. You cannot let your team down. Florian Wirtz to the top right. It's saved. And now if Mkhitaryan scores this, we get knocked out in the semifinals to the team we beat to the Prem title last year. It's Mkhitaryan. Where's he gonna go? He goes to the left. We're out. And it's all because of Florian Wirtz. He had an incredible game, but missed when it mattered. We're gonna have to go again next season, and that means we have failed to go. And one player from our starting 11 in the future will be a 1 overall. And after that disappointing knockout, we are Premier League champions once again. We will take that, but it doesn't really matter, as a Champions League winner is going to be between Real Madrid and Newcastle. And after getting knocked out, we at least retain our Premier League title, as the player of the season is Mac Allister. And once again, Wirtz is not in the team of the season. Mac Allister is really taking a shine right now. And Wirtz had a disappointing season, 5 goals and 11 assists, but it seems like he picked up an injury with only 39 appearances, and the most appearances in the team was 68. So something definitely happened. We are now in season number 3 and Wirtz is still on 92 overall. And of course, we're not bringing in another German because we didn't complete our goal. And the goal stays the same this season. Try to win the UCL until we win it every season. To be honest, if we don't win it this season, maybe it'll be time for Florian Wirtz to move on from Liverpool and go to a better side. But we will see what happens this season. And once again this season, we have qualified for the run of 16. But who are we facing this time around? And we're facing Bayern Munich. That is a tough tough game. But it's now time to simulate the first leg. Remember, Wirtz was linked to Bayern Munich in real life, but instead, we have joined Liverpool here. Let's see if the first leg goes well. It's in a 3-2 loss. We have to come back in the second leg. But it's now time for the second leg. We are 1 goal down, but this time at Anfield, surely we have the advantage. We need to win the Champions League to get to the next step of winning versus the Ballon d'Or and getting another German player to our side. And now here come Liverpool looking for the first attack of the game. It's Mohamed Salah on the ball, finds Florian Wirtz back into Mohamed Salah. We need to go ASAP. Salah comes back, gives it to Florian Wirtz on his left foot finish. It's actually a right foot Trivella, and it goes in. We've equalized the tie. We're not getting knocked out in the round of 16. Not like last year where we got knocked out in the semis. It's Diego Jota on the ball, gives it to Florian Wirtz. Can we get another goal here? Through ball into Mohamed Salah. Can already... Oh my days, we're offside. Salah was through 1 goal though. Wirtz, a little bit late of a pass. Now here comes Florian Wirtz, gives it to Mohamed Salah. Salah gets it back into Florian Wirtz in the second half. We need to take the lead here through ball into Salah. Please don't be outside again. 1v1 Salah to finish on his right foot, and it goes in. Wirtz gets a goal and an assist so far in this game. We take the lead for the first time in this tie. And here comes Florian Wirtz once again. If we can get one more goal, this tie is over and we're going to the quarterfinals. He's getting rid of these defenders. His technical dribbling is too much for them to handle. Florian Wirtz through ball into Adeyemi. Adeyemi sprints past Joshua Kimmich, and here comes Adeyemi. Cuts inside. Adeyemi gives it to Florian. Cuts outside. Florian Wirtz has a shot from there, and it goes wide. So close, man. It's a through ball into Jamal Musiala, looking to equalize the tie again. Mamartevili is keeping us in the lead here. And now it's Mohamed Salah on the ball, sends a through ball into Florian Wirtz. Surely let's end off this game here in the 80th minute. Florian Wirtz on his right foot to score from it again, and yes, he does. We're going to the next round. Bayern gave us a hard game in the first leg, but we have completed the comeback, and we're going to the quarters. And the referee blows the whistle. Who's next for Florian Wirtz to destroy? And in the quarterfinals, we do have Eintracht Frankfurt. It should be an easy game, but we should never underestimate the underdogs in this competition, as the first leg is a 3-1 victory. You know what? We're going to the semis for sure. But it's now time for the second leg. I'm taking a huge risk. I believe we should be winning this second leg at home, and it's a 2-0 victory. We're going to the semis where we got knocked out last year. In the semifinals, we are facing Borussia Dortmund, the third Bundesliga team we faced in the knockout stages. Van Dijk is suspended. Come on, give us a good lead here for the second leg. 2-1. Oh my days, Dortmund actually have beaten us in the first leg. Like Bayern Munich, we have to come back. But it's now time for the second leg. 1 game away from the final. Can Florian Wirtz inspire a comeback just like in the Bayern game to get us to the final? Hopefully, we can win it as well. And here comes Borussia Dortmund. And the first attack of the game is Duranville on the ball. Great tackle from Konate. Can we go on the counter? Salah gives it into Gravenberg. Gravenberg back into Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah gives it to Jota, who lays it up for Florian Wirtz. Jota, make a run, please. Florian Wirtz with a through ball. Come on, Florian. Mohamed Salah through ball all the way into Florian Wirtz. This is the counter attack of dreams here. We cannot screw this up. Florian Wirtz is through. Oh my god, he's not quick enough though. He's gonna get past Schlotterbeck as well. Florian Wirtz cuts aside on his left foot, right foot, and Trivella finish again. He's done it. He's equalized the tie. It's 2-2. We're not going out so easily. Now Salah into Gravenberg, who finds Florian Wirtz. Diego Jota, I see you making a run. It's a beautiful ball for Florian Wirtz. Into Jota, who's 1v1, cuts to his left foot. Jota with a finish, and oh my days, we almost took the lead. Florian Wirtz is incredible. And here comes Karim Adeyemi down the wing. Can somebody help him? He gives it to Florian Wirtz. It's still Florian. Cuts back. Gives it to Jota with a finish. Oh, what a great save from the Dortmund keeper, man. Florian Wirtz should take the corner here. He crosses it in. Can he find Konate with a bicycle kick? And it goes in. We take the lead for the first time in this tie. Let's get one more goal to finish this off. And let's go to the UCL final. As Florian Wirtz on the ball. Gives it to Alexis McAllister back into Diego Jota. Finish off this game into Florian Wirtz. 1v1. He scored a goal before here in this stadium. And he puts it away again. 2 goals and 1 assist in this game. Florian Wirtz is a big game player. We're going to the UCL final. The referee blows the whistle. Florian Wirtz is going to his first ever UCL final. Can he win it though? And in the Champions League final, we'll be facing Real Madrid. It's a rematch from 2018. To make sure that Florian Wirtz comes out on top in this game. Before the UCL final, Newcastle have beaten us to the Premier League as Rodrigo is the player of the season. And Florian Wirtz is finally in the team of the season. He is finally getting recognized for what he's doing. But it's time for Wirtz's first ever UCL final. We need to win this game to get to the next step because the World Cup 2030 is coming very, very soon, and we need to be prepared to help Wirtz win the World Cup and win the Ballon d'Or. And now it's Real Madrid. It's Vinicius Jr. on the ball. Please do not concede already. Vinicius with a shot. Mamarasdashvili. Great save. It's going to be a long night for him. Now it's Arda Güler with the cross in. Into Mbappe. Oh, what a brilliant header. Real Madrid almost take the lead again. It's Alexis McAllister on the ball. Gives it into Mohamed Salah. We need our first attack of the game. It's Diego Jota. Gives it into Florian Wirtz through ball. Into Jota. 1v1 with a finish. No, Jota. You got to finish that one, man. Now it's Ryan Gravenberch on the ball. Goes to Florian Wirtz. Wirtz with a through ball. Jota. 1v1 again. Finish. It hits the crossbar. Here comes Florian Wirtz. Gives it into Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah into Florian Wirtz through ball. Into Jota. Jota back into Florian Wirtz. Let's not mess up with this opportunity. Let's go 1-0 up. Florian Wirtz on the ball. Have a shot from there. It's a brilliant finish. He does not miss with that right foot. 1-0 in the UCL final. Let's go, Wirtz. Now it's Ryan Gravenberch, gives it into Mohamed Salah. And here comes Mohamed Salah on the ball. Mohamed Salah gives it all the way into Jota. Jota through ball into Florian Wirtz. And here comes Florian. Florian cuts inside on his left foot. Can he get another goal? It's an easy save from John Garcia. But you know what? Just in the keeper is always good. But it's a through ball into Vinicius Jr. Here comes Madrid. Gets rid of Konate. And Mbappe 1v1. Oh, what a brilliant finish. The best player in the world cannot be stopped, no matter who is in the defense. 1-1 to Real Madrid. And here comes Liverpool. It's Adeyemi, gives it to Florian Wirtz. He's waiting for a run. It's going to be Adeyemi's run that he delivers on. Adeyemi on the ball. You haven't done much since we signed you. Adeyemi cuts back, gives it to Florian Wirtz. Finesse shot from there. It goes wide right before halftime. We could have taken the lead there. But here comes Kylian Mbappe, gives it into Arda Güler, back into Mbappe, early tackle. Get the ball out of there. Mbappe almost scored another one. But it's Florian Wirtz on the counter-attack. Let's get a go here. Jota make a beautiful run, and he does. Jota comes back, gives it back into Florian. Florian Wirtz is still on the ball. Can he find anybody? Nobody's helping him. It's still Florian Wirtz. Finesse shot from outside the box, and it hits the post. That was closer than I thought. From Madrid are just not ready to give up either. It's 1-1 still. Arda Güler into Mbappe. Mbappe 1v1. Mamarasdashvili keeping us in this game. Now it's a corner. Arda Güler gives it to Vinny. And Vinny cross in into Mbappe. Let's win the ball back. Yes, Mohamed Salah. Let's go on this counter. This has to be the counter-attack of dreams. Salah gets it all the way into Gravenberch. Let's go ahead and take the lead again. Gravenberch 1v1 against Joel Garcia. Gravenberch, and it goes in off the crossbar. It's a 2-1 lead. 62nd minutes in. We could win the UCL final. Flirts can win the UCL trophy. Mohamed Salah through ball all the way into Florian. One goal and this game is over. Florian Wirtz cuts inside. Through ball. Jota finish off this game. Diego Jota 1v1 against Joel Garcia. This game is over. We have spanked Real Madrid in the UCL final in their competition. Florian Wirtz was a main man, but this team is just incredible. And Virgil van Dijk lifts the Champions League. Wirtz has finally won the Champions League. He completes the second goal, with the third goal being the hardest in order to get to the World Cup and win the Ballon d'Or. Florian Wirtz ends the season with 12 goals and 23 assists, 35 goal contributions, and 68 appearances. He is slowly becoming the best player in the world. He just can't win the Ballon d'Or until he completes the final challenge. Before we go into the new season, because we won the Champions League, we get to go ahead and bring a German to whatever team Florian Wirtz will be playing for to go ahead and upgrade them for the World Cup. And now, taking a look at this team, Adeyemi has upgraded a decent bit now at an 86. The right mid position is still looking a little bit weak, but you know what's even weaker? The goalkeeper position. 81 rated Ter Stegen and 81 rated Ramaj is not good enough to win the World Cup in 2 years' time. So I think I'm going to go ahead and bring a goalkeeper, sell the rest of the Liverpool keepers, and start a German goalkeeper so he can grow as much as possible. We are now in the very next season, but before we sign anybody, the question is, should we stay at Liverpool? Yes, I know we won the Champions League and we are the best team in the world, but the next goal is to win the treble, to go ahead and play at the World Cup in 2 years' time, and hopefully win the Ballon d'Or. I'm not sure if Liverpool can do it. Newcastle just beat us in the Prem League, and they're a huge competition, and I'm not sure if we can do it in 2 seasons here in the Prem. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is transfer list Florian Wirtz and see if any good offers come in. If not, we will stay here and bring in a German goalkeeper. And the first offer we received is from Manchester City. This is a great offer because he fits perfectly into the system. But Liverpool and Newcastle at this point are the best teams in the Prem, so there's no point in staying in the Prem League if it's not with Liverpool or even Newcastle. And we have gotten 2 offers for Wirtz. One of them is Aston Villa, which we're not gonna take. But the other one is Newcastle United. They won the Premier League last year. We won the Champions League. I don't know if I could betray Liverpool like that. Florian Wirtz has done amazing here, and Liverpool have nothing been nice to him. So we're gonna reject both of these offers and hoping for another big offer. And it turns out the offer I wanted did not come in. So for the goalkeeper position here at Liverpool, we have signed Jonas Erbig, currently at an 80 overall. which is extremely low. But this kid has so much potential, could be the future Manuel Neuer in German football. And I think with the help of him in the future, Florian Wirtz can win the World Cup. But let's hope he can help us win the treble here at Liverpool, because that's what we need in order to win the Ballon d'Or one day. This is what our squad is looking like as we try to win the treble here at Liverpool. If Florian Wirtz cannot do it here, we might have to go ahead and leave the club next season, because the World Cup is in 2 seasons time. And we are now at the end of February and we're sitting in 3rd place, only 3 points behind 1st place and 2 points behind 2nd place Brighton, who have come out of nowhere. That's not good for our treble race. However, there is some good news as we are in the Carabao Cup final against Tottenham Hotspur. And not only that, but despite conceding a lot of goals in the Champions League, we still made it to the round of 16 where we'll be facing Bayern Munich. So there's still a chance for us to win the treble at Liverpool this season. And it's now time for the first leg of the round of 16. We need to go ahead and get to the final if we want to win that treble. And it's going to be a 4-0 victory. We're getting past Bayern Munich easily. It's now time for the second leg. There's no way we bottle this. We're simulating the game. Wirtz is suspended, so is Adeyemi, but it does not matter. Let's go ahead and simulate this game, and it's a 1-1 draw. We're going to the quarters. After qualifying for the quarterfinals, we now have the Carabao Cup final against Tottenham Hotspur. We're playing this game. Let's win our first trophy to go ahead and get us that treble this season. But it was a boring Carabao Cup final, and we're going to penalties. And now I'm worried because Tottenham have finally won a trophy in the Europa League, so we cannot count them out here. They won't bottle it no more. And Opena's taking the first penalty. I just realized Luis Opena goes to the left. That the last penalty shootout we were in, Wirtz misses penalty. And that is not good. We need to make sure he scores today if he gets the opportunity to. McAllister goes to the right. It's 1-1 now. Let's not lose to Tottenham of all teams. Let's not be like Man United. It's Yang Min Hyuk goes to the left. And it's 2-1 Tottenham. As long as we don't miss, we'll be just fine. Mohamed Salah, I know you don't turn up when it matters, and that's what I'm saying, man. Come on, Salah. It's Pedro Porro goes to the right-hand side. We're 3-1 down at Tottenham in the Carabao Cup final. Kareem the Dream Adeyemi, please do not let us down. Top left, let's go. 3-2. We need Tottenham to miss. We need someone to bottle it. Federico Di Marco, come on. Di Marco goes to the left. Erbig makes a save, making it count. Come on, Diego Jota, make it 3-3. Let's go, baby. We're back. Equalized, man. Tottenham Hotspur, Kulusevski, he's gonna miss his penalty. I just know he is. No, he doesn't. He slots it in. And if Florian Wirtz misses again, we'll miss out on the Carabao Cup final, and we could miss out on the treble if we're still not in the FA Cup. Florian Wirtz, do not let us down. Florian Wirtz goes to the top left. He bangs it in this time. He's not missing this time around. And now it's Bergvall goes to the left-hand side, and Erbig makes another save. Oh my days, if Gravenberg puts this away, we will be Carabao Cup winners for the first time since Wirtz has joined. And yes, we have done it. Florian Wirtz wins his first domestic trophy that is in the Premier League. That is 1 trophy for the treble. And Virgil van Dijk lifts the Carabao Cup like I mentioned before. That is 1 trophy that we need for the treble this season. But it's back to UCL football, and we have Girona in the quarterfinals. This should be a clean sweep. Come on, we should not be losing to Girona. And it's a 5-0 victory. We're surely going to the semis. And it's time for the second leg. This should be an easy victory. We're already going to the semis. I'm just curious who we're going to face. Yeah, 2-0, 7-0 in aggregate is disgusting. In the semis, we do have AC Milan. If we could get past AC Milan, we'll be going to back-to-back UCL finals. And it's going to be a 3-0 victory. We're going to the UCL final. There's no chance they come back. And here is the second leg. I'm just hoping we don't somehow bottle this game. It should be a routine victory here. 2-0, yeah. We're going to the final. Who are we facing, man? And I'm hoping we're still in the Premier League title race. I hate to break the bad news, but on the last game of the season, Newcastle United are 11 points ahead in the Premier League title race. So there is no way we can win the treble now. And we had it set up for a perfect last game of the season showdown. Let's just simulate this game. Newcastle are already Premier League champions, and we did lose. No treble for us, man. In the Champions League final, we lost to Madrid. Well, once again, the penalty glitch just being there, but we just won the Carabao Cup trophy this season. Like I mentioned before, I don't think Wirtz can win the treble here at Liverpool. In the UCL final, we ran it back against Madrid, which I simulated, and we ended up losing 4-3. So the only trophy we won here was the Carabao Cup. I told you, I don't think he can win the treble here at Liverpool. And Florian Wirtz does finish the season with 27 goals and 30 assists, 57 goal contributions. It's insane. Low-key, his entire career here at Liverpool, he's been overshadowed by Alexis McAllister. But they still couldn't win the treble, man. He might have to leave Liverpool. And we are now in the brand new season, and Wirtz has 12 months left in his contract. But at the end of this season, it is the World Cup, and we need to win the treble this season. It's a must, man. So we're gonna go ahead and transfer this Florian Wirtz again and listen to some offers. I'm hoping the offer I'm thinking about in my head comes in for us. Just a reminder, because we failed to win the treble, another player will be a 1 overall in the starting 11 during the World Cup at the end of this season. And the first offer we have received is Newcastle United. We rejected them last year, but once again, they won the Premier League. We might have to betray Liverpool. We might have to take this offer. But I'm going to put it on hold just for now because this is not the club I want to go to. Another offer has come in for Tottenham Hotspur. We're definitely not going there. Another Premier League club has come in for us, and it is Arsenal. I do not want to stay in the Premier League if it isn't with Liverpool. And I don't want to pay at Liverpool anymore. And I can't lie, boys. I have done it. Newcastle United has now signed Florian Wirtz, and Florian Wirtz has joined. This is our last try to win the treble if we want to go to the World Cup and eventually win the Ballon d'Or. The offer I was waiting for was Barcelona, but we never got it. Sometimes you don't get what you want, so Florian Wirtz has to go ahead and help Newcastle not only win their first Champions League, but win their first ever treble because we couldn't do it at Liverpool. And Florian Wirtz has joined Newcastle United alongside Karim Adeyemi and also Urbik, who's already at an 88. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I think the treble is happening here. Look at the team that we have, a 95 rated center back. No wonder Newcastle have beaten us to the Premier League. I'm just surprised they haven't gotten to a UCL final. Maybe Florian Wirtz is the missing piece. And we've now arrived in May, and good news is we have run away with the league title, so that is going to be secured at the end of the season. There is more good news. In terms of the FA Cup, we are in the final, which is tonight against Arsenal. That is our chance to secure a domestic double. However, in the Champions League, we are in the Champions League final, and we're facing Leipzig. We have one last chance because the World Cup is in a couple weeks. And we have the opportunity to win the treble, go on to the World Cup, possibly win it, and make Wirtz the world's best player. So it's time for the Carabao Cup final to lift our first trophy. The Premier League secured, but we haven't lifted yet. Let's go ahead and win the FA Cup and kickstart this treble winning season. But here come Arsenal. In the first couple minutes of the game, it's Julian Alvarez through ball into Saka. Let's not concede a goal right here. And Bukayo Saka puts it away. I stuttered there a little bit. But 6 minutes in, Arsenal take the lead. I literally rejected their offer. This could have been us. But now it's Florian Wirtz on the ball. Can we get an equalizer here through ball? Into Rodrigo. Right-footed finish, and it goes in. We equalize. It's 1-1 now. We will take that. But here comes Alvaro Carreras for Arsenal, looking to make it a 2-1 lead. Martinelli into Saka. Great block from our 95-rated center-back Leon. And now Sandro Tonali gives it to Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz gives it to Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak cuts back through ball into Karim, the Dream Adeyemi. And here comes Adeyemi. Cuts inside. Adeyemi with a finish is blocked. Rodrigo with another finish, and it goes wide. We could have taken the lead there. And now it's Sandro Tonali through ball into Karim, the Dream Adeyemi, who gives Florian Wirtz the ball. And now it's Florian Wirtz through ball. Alexander Isak take the lead right in the 45th minute. Alexander Isak. Florian Wirtz gets a second assist, and Isak makes it 2-1. We lead in this FA Cup final. And here comes Gabriel Martinelli on the attack here, looking to equalize for Arsenal. Great block by Leon, and now it's Mateus Fernandes through ball. Florian Wirtz, one more goal and this game is over. Wirtz cuts outside through ball into Rodrigo, goes, and now it's Rodrigo. He's 1v1 against the Marmarzibili with a Trivela. It goes in. This game is over. We have won the FA Cup trophy, and Alessandro Bastoni lifts the FA Cup trophy. That is 1 out of 3 that we need to win the treble. And there we go. We've been awarded the Premier League trophy as the player of the season goes to Saka, but Florian Wirtz is in the team of the season. Let's go ahead and beat RB Leipzig in the UCL final to complete the treble. Mateus Fernandes is running with the ball, gives it to Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak into Rodriguez, who gives it into Florian Wirtz. 1v1 for the first shot of the game. It's a great save from Aguirre Zabalaga. I don't think that's Kepa. That's the other guy. And here comes RB Leipzig. It's Osimhen. Gets rid of one defender. Osimhen into Oscarson, and it goes out of bounds. But Bastoni made a tackle. When? When did he do that? It's going to be a penalty. And it's a yellow. Oh, I thought he was going to get sent off. At least it's a yellow. And it's Victor Osimhen to take the penalty. He goes to the right-hand side. Urbik makes a brilliant save there. Let's go. And now it's Javi Simons. Gives it into Malo Gusto. Back into Javi. And now it's Vermeeren. Vermeeren into Navarro. Navarro into Settin. Great block to Nali. But it's Osimhen. Back into Haven. Haven into Miguel Gutierrez. What a save. Urbik. But Osimhen puts it away. We still go 1-0 down. I told you this Leipzig team wasn't gonna be easy. And here comes Surakov, gives it to Victor Osimhen. Bastoni with a great tackle. Don't lose it again. Brilliant tackle. Get it out of there, man. Javi Simmons gives it into Surakov. Here come Leipzig once again. Javi Simmons with a shot from outside the box. 2-0 down. I don't know why I said 3-2 down. We're losing 2-0 to RB Leipzig in the UCL final. And the second half has kicked off. We need a remontada here. It's Rodrigo's on the ball. Rodrigo gives it to Isaac. Through ball into Florian Wirtz. This has to be the first goal. Finesse. Rivello, I mean. And it goes in. 2-1. Go get the ball. I don't know why I celebrated. That's one goal back. Surakov gives it to Osimhen. Great tackle from Bastoni. Let's go on this counter. Florian Wirtz on the ball. Can he inspire another goal here? It's a through ball into Rodrigo's. Rodrigo gives it into Alexander Isak. Isak cuts inside and he gets rid of the defender. Isak, come back. Give it to Rodrigo with a finesse. And it goes in. 2-2, baby. The comeback is on. The remontada is here. One more goal. And now it's Mateus Fernandes through ball into Rodrigo. And here he goes. Rodrigo, come on. Let's see finish this comeback here. Gives it to Isak. Back into Florian Wirtz with a finesse. And it goes in. 3 goals in the span of 10 minutes. Not a single shot missed. We take the lead. Leipzig have bottled it. And now it's Rodrigo on the ball. Gives it into Fernandes. Let's get one more goal. Let's finish off this game. Isaac back into Florian. Florian through ball. Rodrigo finish the game. And it's over. 4-2. We are going to be European champions. We are winning the treble. And Alessandro Bastoni lifts the UCL trophy. We have won the treble. That is the final step for Florian Wirtz, which means we are now eligible for the Ballon d'Or, but we have to go ahead and win the World Cup to become favorites. And Wirtz finishes the season at 16 goals and 28 assists. A great season overall, now at a 95 overall. But I say he needs to win the World Cup because he's competing with Alexander Isak, Barcolo, Rodrigo, and even said he lay on the center back because they've all won the treble and they're all going to be at the World Cup. This is the lineup Wirtz is going into the World Cup with, but remember, because we failed 2 challenges, 2 of these players will be 1 overall. So we're gonna go ahead and spin a wheel of everyone in the starting 11 except Florian Wirtz and hope that none of the important players get to 1 overall. Alright, it's time to spin the wheel. What 2 players are gonna be 1 overall? Don't give me Musiala or Urbig. And the first one is one of our center midfielders in Bischoff. That was already a weak position we had. But who is going to be a second player? Please do not give me one of the most important players, and it is Jouch, a center back. That is terrible to have at a 1 overall. We might be screwed, man. So here is the new squad now. We got Jouch at a 1 overall, and we got Bischoff at a 1 overall. I have separated them because I did not want a double weak side here. But can we win the World Cup with 2 1 overalls? Thankfully, we have Urbig and Adeyemi who've helped along the way. And on my days, we have a tough group: Netherlands, Ireland, and Morocco. Netherlands and Morocco specifically, that's gonna be tough. But it's time for Wirtz's World Cup debut against Morocco. Let's get off to a great start despite having 2 1 overall players. And it's Jamal Musiala on the ball, gives it straight into Gruda, and it's Gruda gives it to Florian Wirtz. Wirtz into Maximilian Bayer, through ball, back into Wirtz. First opportunity of the World Cup. He squares it into Bayer, who gives it into Adeyemi with a finish. It's a great save. But it's Burkhardt still. Gives it to Florian Wirtz. Finish up from there. It's blocked. But it's gonna be a penalty. We will take that. I was waiting for the call there. And to kick off the World Cup the right way, it's Florian Wirtz to take the penalty. He's missed one before. He chips it down the middle. It goes and we take a 1-0 lead, despite the weaknesses we do have. And here comes El Khanous on the ball. El Khanous looking to make a shot here. And it's into Igname. And it's 1-1. Morocco have equalized. And now it's Florian Wirtz on the attack. Sends a through ball into Maximilian Bayer, who's playing out of position. But he is the strongest right mid. And now it's Jonathan Burkhardt to finish it. No. Come on, Burkhardt. You gotta score that. Burkhardt wins the ball back, though. He has a shot, and it's saved. Burkhardt, you gotta finish those, man. But here come Morocco. It's a great tackle from Maximilian Bayer. Let's go in this attack here. Bayer cuts back, sends a through ball into Florian Wirtz. Can we make it 2-1? Cuts inside. Through ball into Burkhardt. You can't miss this, Burkhardt. It goes in. 2-1 lead. Let's go. We're back in this. Now it's Gruda gives it to Florian Wirtz. We're looking to end off this game as quickly as possible. It's Florian Wirtz looking for a through ball. He finds all the way Karim Adeyemi. That's a brilliant ball. The cross in into Burkhardt. Can he hit it in? No, that would have been beautiful. Burkhardt? Okay, no. Florian brings it back, though. Wirtz into Bischoff, the 1 overall player. He wins a penalty. He is useful after all. It's another penalty for Florian Wirtz. Can he make it 3-1 to potentially end this game? 3-1. This game has to be over. He gets his second. And now it's Guru that finds Maximilian Bayer. Maximilian Bayer threw ball into Florian Wirtz. Let's end off this game. Let's get a hat trick for Florian Wirtz with the shot, and it goes in. Wirtz hat trick. This game is over. What a way to open up the World Cup campaign. And the ref blows the whistle. Wirtz picks up his match ball. Let's go ahead and beat the second team in the group. And up next, we do got Ireland. You know what? I'm liking my chances in simulation because if we lose, we still have an opportunity against Netherlands. It's a huge risk, but our team is good enough, and it's a 5-3 victory. Man, that one overall defender really costed us here. And we pretty much confirmed our place in the round of 32 of the World Cup, so we're simulating this last game. Let's go ahead and hopefully beat the Netherlands and 2-1. I'm telling you, that defender specifically is letting us down, but we're still going to the round of 32. Okay, I did lie. It's the round of 16. I don't have the mod on with the round of 32. I should have done that, but anyways, let's go ahead against Ukraine. I'm gonna simulate this game. It's a risk, but I think we're way better than Ukraine. Let's go ahead and get a victory, and it's a 3-1 win. We're going to the quarterfinals. But in the quarterfinals, we do have France, and we're definitely playing this game. Let's go ahead and kick this game off. And remember, Barcola had an amazing season with us at Newcastle, so he could win the Ballon d'Or. We have to beat him here. And the game has kicked off. It's Gruda into Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz gives it into Gruda. Back into Maximilian Bayer, who gives it to Musiala through ball into Wirtz. 1v1, he's offside. That was a brilliant play, though. And now it's Jamal Musiala on the ball through ball all the way into Jonathan Burkhardt, who's kind of let me down as of right now. But Burkhardt wins a free kick. Is that going to be a red for France? And it was just a yellow card, but Florian Wirtz has the opportunity to score a free kick here. I don't know if he has it in his locker, to be honest. Let's go ahead and put this one away first with a shot, and it just goes over the bar. He almost scored that, you know. Adeyemi gives it into Jamal Musiala, who cuts inside, destroys that French defender, and it's here Germany on the attack here through ball into Jonathan Burkhardt. You need to score a goal. Jonathan Burkhardt with a finish, and it goes over the bar. Come on, Jonathan. And the rest of this quarterfinal was pretty boring. We couldn't score past Germany. We couldn't score past France, and they couldn't score past us. We're going to another penalty shootout. And to take the first penalty is Gruda. I don't like the penalty shootout ability from Germany here today. It hits the post, and it goes out. That's not good. Mbappe is surely going to score his. No, Erbig makes a save. What a save, Erbig. That's what we needed. Jonathan Burkhardt goes to the right. Let's go. It's all even as of right now. And now it's Michel Olise for France. He goes to the left. Erbig makes another save. Kareem the Dream Adeyemi slot this one away. He goes to the bottom right. Oh my days. Come on. And now it's Desiree Doué. He doesn't miss penalties. He just doesn't. He goes to the left. Yeah, he puts it away. And now, who's taking the next penalty? It's Maximilian Bayer. Do not let us down here. He goes to the top right. He slots it in. If Erbig saves this and Barcola misses, we're going to the semis. Come on, Erbig. Barcola goes to the left. Okay, he slots it in. Who is the man responsible? Florian Wirtz. If he puts this one away, we're going to the semifinals of the World Cup. Florian Wirtz slots it in. We're going to the next round. You gotta thank Erbig. I'm so glad we signed him for Newcastle and Liverpool. It definitely helped us out here today. We're going to the semis. And in the semis, we're facing Spain. Probably against the best player in the world, Lamine Yamal, if he plays. We need to get past them in order to get to the World Cup final. I have no idea how Wirtz has done it with this team. The World Cup semi-final has kicked off as Jamal Musiala gives it to Jonathan Burkhardt, who opens it up all the way into Maximilian Bayer. Cuts inside, gives it to Florian Wirtz. Let's be patient with the ball here. Wirtz through ball into Maximilian Bayer. Can we get a goal here? Bayer sends it back into Burkhardt. It's blocked. Great shot though. Gives it into Maximilian Bayer, who gives it into Gruda, the good center mid. Gruda into Florian Wirtz. Here we go on the counter. It's Florian. He is way too quick at 95 overall. Florian Wirtz 1v1 against the Spanish keeper, and he puts it away top corner. We take a 1-0 lead, all because of Florian Wirtz. Let's go, man. And now it's Pablo Gavi. Bischoff cannot keep up because he's won overall through ball into Diego Lopez, and it goes in. Spain, we're not gonna go out without even challenging us. They were one of the best national teams in the world. Now it's Gruda. Gruda gives it to Jamal Musiala. It's still the first half. We can still take the lead here once again. It's Florian Wirtz. Gives it all the way to Maximilian Bayer. Bayer back into Florian. And into Burkhardt. Into Florian Wirtz with a shot. Again and again and again. Every time Wirtz shoots with that right foot, it goes in. Unstoppable he is at the moment. And here comes Spain. It's Diego Lopez into Gavi. Back into Diego Lopez. Come on, make a tackle. Okay, no, it's a shot from Pino. Beautiful. Top corner finish. Spain, just don't give up, man. Lamine Yamal has been quiet, so we're actually very lucky he hasn't turned up right now. Florian Wirtz is looking for that cross. We don't have a lot of top players. Okay, Kareem Adeyemi hit the bicycle kick. It's blocked by Sanse. Musiala back into Slaughterbeck. Is that a penalty? It's a penalty. Controversial, but we're gonna take it. And Florian Wirtz is gonna step up to take the penalty. What is he gonna do this time around? He goes ahead and chips it down the middle. No, Garcia makes a save. That could cost Wirtz the Ballon d'Or. And here comes Spain. Please do not let this happen. It's Diego Lopez, and we give away a penalty. Spain, please do not put this away. Erbig is a master at saving penalties. Lamine Yamal goes down the middle, and Erbig makes a save. Two of the best players in the world have bottled a penalty for their nation. And now it's Gruda sends a through ball into Maximilian Bayer, the number 10. We need a goal, and we need it now. It's Jonathan Burkhardt giving it to Wirtz, and now it's Florian Wirtz through ball into Jamal Musiala. Can he get there? He shoots, but it's straight to the keeper, but Musiala puts it away. An opportunity created by Wirtz. 3-2. Surely, if we can defend this lead, we're going to the final. The referee blows the whistle due to horrible goalkeeping. We're going to the World Cup final. A huge amount of luck. Wirtz with another great game. But the question is, who are we facing in the World Cup final? Who's going to stop us from potentially winning Wirtz the Ballon d'Or? And in the World Cup final, we face Portugal, a team that has never won the World Cup. That means the game is going to be extra hard. And Florian Wirtz has easily been the best player, the top goal scorer of the World Cup. And he also is in the top 5 of assists. Let's win the World Cup final. Now Schlotterbeck on the ball, gives it all the way to Jamal Musiala. Can we take a lead here? It's a through ball into Jonathan Burkhardt, who, like I mentioned before, has been disappointing. But surely he has to put this one away. Jonathan Burkhardt on his left foot. And yes, he does. He doesn't let me down when it matters. 1-0 up, first 10 minutes of the World Cup final. And in the 36 minutes in, here come Portugal. It's a through ball into Fabio Silva, but we win it back from the 1 overall player. Gruda sends a through ball into Wirtz. Can we go 2-0 up before halftime? Gives it to Burkhardt. Burkhardt back into Wirtz. It's Wirtz still on the ball. He just doesn't lose it, man. It's Florian Wirtz with a shot from at the box, and he bangs it in. 2-0 in the World Cup final against Portugal. Surely, we're going to be world champions. And now it's Musiala on the ball. Gives it into Bishop, the 1 overall rated player. Gives it to Florian Wirtz. Through ball. Maximilian Bayer to end off the game. The final nail in the coffin. 3-0 against Portugal. We're world champions confirmed. And Florian Wirtz lifts the World Cup trophy. The captain was the best player in this tournament. He also won the treble, probably being the second best player at his club. Should totally be winning the Ballon d'Or, but we've seen bigger robberies before. And it seems like a Newcastle player has won the Ballon d'Or, but the question is it Wirtz? And yes, Florian Wirtz has done it. He has become the world's best player. From leaving Bayer Leverkusen to joining Liverpool, winning the Prem, Champions League, and a treble with Newcastle United, we have finally made Wirtz the world's best player. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to click on the screen as I take over Sunderland for the next 10 seasons in the Premier League.